Barça! Barça! Barça!
Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca, the home of everything Barca, where we are going to be discussing on the latest on FC Barcelona as usual. We start with Sergio Dest, who, according to latest report, Xavi plans to deploy him as Jordi Alba backup next season. We are going to be discussing much on that as we move ahead. Then, secondly, talking about Sergio Roberto, as it has been reported that the Barcelona right back will leave the club in the summer and Atletico Madrid are showing interest. We are going to be discussing on that report as well. So guys, as we get right into it in more detail, please make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Give the video a like and make sure to watch the video right up to the very end.
Barça! Barça! Barça!
It's no secret that Xavi didn't rate Sergio Dest during his initial months in charge. The former Ajax right back had failed to leave a positive mark in his manager's good books, but his recent performances have said to have forced Xavi to change his mind. After failing to get a consistent run in the first team, the United States international has made the right back spot his own, starting 5 of Barcelona's last 7 games across all competitions. This includes crucial wins against Valencia, Napoli, and Athletic Bilbao. The improvement Dest has shown in recent outings has forced Xavi to change his mind to an extent that the manager might as well use him as a replacement for Jordi Alba if the club fails to sign a new left back in the summer. As reported by Sport, Barcelona have prioritized signing 2 defenders apart from acquiring a midfielder and a forward in the summer. While Andres Christensen has more or less fulfilled the central area, the left back spot needs reinforcement since the team does not really have anyone who can step up in place for Jordi Alba. It is a well-known fact that the experienced left back will be a unanimous choice even for the next season, but as Barca prepare to welcome the Champions League night back to the Camp Nou, they will need someone who could act as a replacement. On top of that, with Sergio Roberto almost certain to leave, the necessity is even more substantial. Now, it's not that Barcelona do not have targets identified. In fact, the likes of Jose Gaya and Alex Grimado are 2 names that are being discussed. But if the team fails to land their targets, Xavi will have no problem in using Sergio Dest as a replacement. Sergio Dest is a versatile player, one of the key aspects to his game, and of course we have been seeing him playing left back this season, even last season, especially when Jordi Alba is suspended or injured. And of course, with a report claiming that Xavi is thinking of deploying him as a backup to Jordi Alba next season, I don't think it's a great idea. He's more better at the right back position. And it's really good to see Sergio Dest performing the way he has been performing lately. I think he's in his best period now at Barca. We quite remember when Xavi came, Xavi was not too pleased with his performances. But now things have drastically changed. Xavi now relies a lot on Sergio Dest. Dest plays most of our matches. And I think it's a great impact from manager Xavi Hernandez. But the idea of Xavi deploying him as a backup for Jordi Alba, I don't think will be a great idea. Of course, we have the left back position that Barca must go ahead to strengthen. Jose Gaya have been talked about a lot, Alex Grimado as well. So I don't see a reason why Barca will fail in any of their attempts for those 2 players. Of course, let's not forget Nicolas Tagliafico is also an option at that left back role that Barca have been monitoring. There shouldn't be a reason why Barca will fail to land even one of those targets that we've been mentioning, all these past months. Barca must go for one of them because we know that left back position is a necessity. Of course, Jordi Alba is still performing brightly. I think Jordi Alba is one of the key players to the team right now. His performances are really good. So I think Barca should look for that backup as soon as possible in the summer transfer window. That should not be a position that we should ignore because Sergio Dest deployed there for the rest of next season, I don't think would be a great idea, given the fact that he has been performing brilliantly, especially in his main role, the right back. I think it would be great to see Sergio Dest playing that right back continuously next season. Of course, there he will have to compete with the likes of Dani Alves, who will likely extend his contract to next season. So I think it'll be great to see how the right back, operates for Barcelona next season. But the left back position, Barca should go for that new left back. I don't think there should be a reason why they will fail to bring at least one of those targets. Then on to the next story of discussion. Sergio Roberto is a name that has fallen under the radar in recent months. Along with Ousmane Dembele, his contract expires at the end of this season and his future remains unclear. As a squad member, Sergio Roberto hasn't attracted significant interest, but he's been eyed by a particular rival. Reports from Goal Espana reveal that Spanish giants Atletico Madrid are keeping tabs on Roberto as a potential free signing this summer, although he is not a priority for the Los Rojiblancos. Should his move come to fruition, Roberto would join ex-teammates Antoine Griezmann and Luis Suarez in the Spanish capital. While Roberto may not impact Atletico as much as Luis Suarez's arrival in 2020, he can still carve out a significant role. The 30-year-old could serve as a vital piece for Diego Simeone, capable of playing across the lines in midfield and at right back as well. Their interest is probably carved in further through a report from Mundo Deportivo that says Barcelona have no intention of resigning Roberto. Of course, the player's time at the Camp Nou may come to an end after over a decade, and he's ready to leave the club in the summer. Having last appeared in early December, Barcelona are nevertheless playing at a high level without the injured Roberto services. That, coupled with the rise of midfielders Xavi and Nico Gonzalez and the over-suffered right-back position with Sergio Dest, Dani Alves and Oscar Mingueza, all make Roberto's departure even more likely. So Barcelona are also reportedly closing in on signing AC Milan's Frank Kessie and Ajax Nusser Mazraoui, both of whom provide more attractive options at midfield and right back respectively. So don't think there should be any cause of concern when it comes to Roberto leaving Barcelona. We already have a squad that is capable of playing good football. But of course, Roberto have done great things at this club. We quite remember the 6-1 against Paris Saint-Germain, of course, even called the Mr. Remontada. So I think Roberto's time has come to an end. It's very clear that Barca are showing no interest whatsoever. All the talks of extension are not even existing anymore. Roberto is now just waiting for an official announcement, whatever, because the club cannot go directly to him and say, we don't need you. But of course, Laporta and his board are using the indirect means of offering Roberto a very poor contract offer, because the other day we did report how Barca are even planning to offer him a 75% pay cut, and they know very well he won't accept that. So it's just like we're indirectly telling you to leave. So it's very clear that Roberto will be a free agent in the summer. Atletico Madrid are eyeing a move. So whether he moves there or goes to another team out of Spain remains to be seen. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you did enjoy the video, and also hope you did subscribe. If you haven't, please make sure to do so you always stay up to date with the latest on FC Barcelona here on Viva Barca. Until next time, bye bye.